Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man. We're back on another Thursday night edition of the Prediction Show, man. And just talking a little ball, talking all the little college things that's going on. But we got we missing one. We don't know where he is. Ain't nobody know. Anybody seen that truck? Y'all let me know. But we got our main man, that DJ Double Dose in the building. We got that DL Gardner 205, David Gardner Sr. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Man, we good, man. We hanging on in there. As Aaron said, how many PTO days does Tuck have? You know what I'm talking about? That's what we were told last week.
Well, he's not on PTO. He's just, he's just running a few little errands. He ain't on PTO or nothing like that. Not this time. Not this time. Gardner, what's going on with you, man?
Man, that much, man. Just realize today why I don't miss rush hour traffic. Working from home, man, and only having to go in the office once a week. I don't miss it, bro. My car is not used to that kind of driving. I had to put it through the day. I got to go outside and apologize. Go in the garage and apologize to her. She's not used to that. But other than that, I'm good, man.
Look, sidebar now before you keep going. I guess Tulane is pissed the hell off. They are up 42-7 over SMU currently right now.
Tulane's good, man.
Tulane is not bullshitting right now.
Tulane's a solid team. I mean, that's just what they are.
Chad already living it up. You know what I'm saying? Chad already going in. Said took somewhere praying for Lane.
Nah, trust me. Boy said he'd be mad about the one day in office. Talking about the traffic. I guess he's talking about what Dave said about the traffic.
Oh man.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him talking about that. But no, Tuck ain't nowhere praying for that. He'll be in a minute, man. He'll be in a minute. But anyway, man, it is a prediction show, so let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in this frigid, cold weather that's going on outside. Good,
super cold,
bruh. For no good reason, but just there you go.
9 o'clock on the
no
head.
Good reason. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just going. But let's talk a little ball and see what we got going on. So we know that every week we come in here after Saturday. I just have to check. We have to check the standards and see where we at. Y'all don't get to see it beforehand, but let's see where we at. Right. Let's see where we at today with the standards. Okay, if that's okay with everybody, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm no longer fighting for third. I don't think I'm.
No, don't know about the third, but
I'm no longer fighting for third. Yeah, I saw Tuck. We had them 3 wins on me.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got. I mean, can we? Literally, the only thing that changed was being
them 3 wins. I went 6-6. Tuck went 9. I mean, them 3 wins. That's what it was. The 3 wins. Like I said, my 3 risque games last week. That State, Skiggy, and Iowa State. Them the 3 I went against the grain on.
Well, I told you that Skiggy was that was a family pressure pick, but
that Bama State and Iowa State, I went against the grain on them too.
David getting close to that 63%. He's getting close. He was like 64.1.
We'll right the ship this week. I just ain't been hitting no plus. I've been kind of staying away from the plus, but
yeah, them pluses the only reason mine would have been worse.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm just gonna quit because it's like, you got 8 or 9 wins. It's like it don't really feel like nothing right now. Just
Well, you kicked it off with the pluses, though. Them pluses is what you was behind, and you.
It's whatever when it comes to that. That's what we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that, man. Look, that's just what it is. But while we still in here, want to talk about this for a second. Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Michigan 3, TCU 4, Tennessee sitting in the catbird seat at 5. Unless we got some more going on. It's a way that this could really get screwed with Tennessee, but we'll wait to get into that when it gets to that point.
Okay.
7 is USC, 8 is Alabama, 9 is Clemson, 10 is Utah. So basically, I don't know how to feel about 9 and 10, but that's a whole different story. We just just talking about it for a second. Just looking at this we got here. So Oregon, you had your chance. You let it go.
You let it go. UCLA, you let it go.
You let it go. But
I got a feeling USC gonna let it go.
I see something over there with a 1 in front of their number up there in the right hand corner.
Man, the Pac-12 is eating themselves alive with what they've been doing for the last few college football playoff season. They've been doing it to themselves. They've been doing it to themselves.
But I ain't talking about them. I said in the upper right hand corner.
One. Oh yeah, that 1-9 that FSU. That 1-9 looks good. Cheez It Bowl. Here we come. God damn it. Let's make some motherfucking noise.
Okay. You done now?
I'm done.
Dave, that's the end of that ad. That ad won't get done.
Oh, damn. That money sign gonna be yellow as hell.
That money sign gonna be limited.
They ain't gonna hear that part.
Oh, they hear it all. Trust me. Every little thing that goes along with that. But also, while we in here giving some congratulations, want to give a shout out to Benedict, man.
Yes, sir.
Benedict for being the number 1 seed in the D2 playoffs. They got a nice little tough little region on their side with D2, man. But shout out to the HBCU Benedict in South Carolina, man. Being number 1 in Division 2 playoffs, man. Much love to you. They got all the HBCU schools seem to be all on one side. I ain't gonna say that about it.
Well, I mean, it is regional.
I know it's regional, but you know,
and
they could have rank over there.
Well, I know. I mean, it's where all those schools are located.
Yeah, because their stuff is regional. Right. They're different from anything else. So
right.
But yeah, they all on one side. But that's a good shout out to them, man. I'm glad they doing well, doing what they got to do. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's get into the first game of what we got going on here. See what we got. Oh boy, Dave's favorite team. We got Iowa versus Minnesota.
How did they even sneak in here? I swear, I know I looked at this game list and Iowa was not on there. I think they wrote themselves in.
Iowa versus Minnesota. Minnesota's a 2.5 point favorite, 3 p.m. on Fox.
This is gonna be.
Go ahead and start it, fellas. Y'all, don't nobody.
Go ahead, man. Go on, man.
I will go ahead in this matchup. You know what? I'm always gonna lean on Iowa's defense. We already know their story of their offense is not. It is terrible. It's
better.
It's better, but is it better? I guess that's
it is over the last couple games.
Over the last couple of games. So going into it, this game is in Minnesota. I always will lean on defense will carry them, but I take Taylor Morgan. I think it's either Taylor or Tyler Morgan in Minnesota. Give me the Rotor Boats.
Dave, you really gonna go against Iowa this time?
If they was at home, I would have took Iowa.
Ben or me?
You.
I'm never going for Iowa. Hell no. I even one stat I need to see. Minnesota averages 30 points a game. Iowa only averages 19. Now, Iowa, I mean, they play good defense, but after so long, Iowa go Iowa. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Minnesota, gotcha.
Definitely gonna roll with Minnesota on this one. Minnesota, I think they're gonna dominate. Give me Minnesota.
Has that West been decided yet on the Big Ten side?
Or no, Iowa and Minnesota. That's a fun fact about this game. Iowa and Minnesota are in very much contention for the lead of the West and to get to the championship game. So that's a very, very tight thing with them. So, and a little fun fact: Minnesota is 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games. Minnesota should be dominant. They got a lot. They got some injuries. They do got some injuries going on up in there, but I feel like they're gonna run the ball and kill Iowa, even though I know their defense is pretty strong. Yeah, give me what's the name?
Give me Minnesota. Give him Minnesota as well.
tell Tuck we not getting him nothing. Okay, we don't care. We really don't care. We just gonna, you're not here, so we don't want to hear it. And stop watching it and drive or do something.
He got up on the little thing in the truck.
Yeah, you know how he do, man. I ain't dealing with Tuck today, man. I'm not dealing with Tuck today. Anyway, look, we got number 15 Kansas State versus West Virginia. West Virginia is a 7-point underdog. 1 p.m. Big 12/ESPN Plus. So, who we got going first?
Dave, we did the weather report prior to the game. It's going to snow on Friday, but it's going to be sunny on Saturday with a high of 31 degrees.
31.
This is Morgantown, Kansas State. I rock with you, but can you go in Morgantown and pull this off? Only because I think Kansas State is on a mission to make it to the Big 12 title game. I'm going to go Kansas State.
My only concern, everything is telling me to point towards West Virginia.
Yep.
Got a bag of quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Got West Virginia at 1 o'clock in Morgantown. It's going to be cold as hell, cold as shit out there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one thing that I just can't stop glancing at, man. West Virginia allows like 30 points a game.
Yep.
And we know Kansas State can put up points. Even with a backup quarterback.
Even with a backup quarterback. Even without Adrian Martinez. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. They've proven that. So I want to go West Virginia, but I am going to go Kansas State. What's the line? 7?
+7.
Yes, 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For West Virginia. So yeah.
West Virginia. So yeah. 7-point favorite Kansas State. Yeah. I don't want no sauce, but yeah.
I don't want no sauce on that.
Yeah, give me Kansas State.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, Kansas State is definitely the stronger of the two teams and everything. West Virginia has been very inconsistent, especially with JT Daniels at quarterback. Like everything that's been going on. But I think it's time that their home crowd steps up. So give me West Virginia, man.
Oh, okay.
Mountaineers.
Are
they the Mountaineers or the Mountains? What are they?
Mountaineers. So give me the +7.
Oh, and you want the sauce. Okay.
Well, hold on. So you got to watch for Noah. He likes to finagle the numbers. And I'm looking at I'm wondering because he said give him the +7.
Right.
So if he chose West Virginia to win.
Right.
Yes.
And give him the +7.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying
that makes sense though?
That makes sense. I mean, I said it'd be different if I said give me Kansas State and give me West Virginia with the +7.
Right.
What if they win by 3 points?
Yeah, he win
because that's +7. They're the underdog.
+7. Right. Because they're the underdog.
Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying. I see what we were doing. Somebody add this.
So basically,
I'm not even gonna say nothing. Will y'all explain, please?
Okay. Yeah, please, because he's finagling over there.
So if West Virginia wins by more than 7 points, he gets 2. Okay.
Correct.
No, West Virginia.
West Virginia wins at all.
Yeah. Well, no, because we're doing by spread to get these pluses, right?
Right.
Okay.
+7.
The West Virginia to get the plus, he gets to win no matter what. But they have to win by more than 7 to get the plus, to get the sauce.
Okay.
Think about this, Tuck. What you just said is backwards.
It's backwards. Right.
It's 100% backwards.
I'm thinking like Tuck thinking.
Because hold on. How can they win by more than 7 when they are underdog by 7?
Right.
Because they win by 3. If they win by 3, then they don't win. Then Kansas State wins the spread, though, right?
And then that'll be 2 losses. West Virginia has to win, and they have to cover.
I'm saying West Virginia can win. West Virginia can win by 3, right?
West Virginia can win. you're thinking negative. You're thinking favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You're doubling down on them plus that.
Okay, so you're saying so what you're saying is if you're saying West Virginia, if they win by 8, you get 2, but if they win by 3, you lose.
No, West Virginia is the underdog. You're doubling down on them being the underdog, period, that they're going to win. If I said give me +7, if I said give me +7,
Okay.
that's
Like if you was betting, if we was betting, you just take West Virginia plus the 7.
So what's the sauce on this game?
I'm doubling down on West Virginia.
The West Virginia just has to win.
West Virginia is the 8-point underdog.
Right. So long as they don't lose by 8.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as they don't lose by 8.
All right.
Yeah, they lose by 8. I'm
screwed.
Like if Kansas State come out here and just run them boys, just run them to death, it's done for. They finished.
I got you. We just needed a brief understanding conversation. No problem. Keep
with it. I promise it won't be no problem with this one right here. Number 24.
We gotta get Tuck on that. Tuck, who you had?
I forgot Tuck was even here.
Funny. Anyway, give me Baylor. Nobody wants to play in West Virginia early in the morning around that track and that in the mountains. Give me Baylor.
Well, if it was
Neil Brown, this is Neil Brown's swan song.
Well, that would be great if the team was actually Baylor.
Yeah, but it's Kansas State.
Oh, it's Kansas State. I mean Kansas State, purple. Then give me the purple people eaters.
I'm like, this one said something about Baylor.
You put in the bin.
Oh, I thought I saw the other game. My bad. I did look at the game.
The DSM about the dog.
No, my bad.
All right, number 24, North Carolina State versus Louisville. Louisville is a 5-point favorite. 2:30 p.m. ESPN 3. Go ahead, Master Tuck, since you in the building.
I would gladly take the Wolfpack in this game. They've been playing pretty good ball as of late. And the games at Louisville, I don't think they're gonna make too much of a difference. It's the end of the season. I think NC State trying to end the season off on a good note. Just to stay in the playoff rankings, that's good for recruiting and whatnot. But both of these teams wear Adidas. I really don't care. So
really,
NC State.
That's what we're doing about both the teams wearing Adidas.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead next, sir.
I will be as long as I'm going to pull a Renard. I'm gonna reserve the right to change my pick if something changes. But as long as Malik plays in this ball game, give me Louisville with the sauce. But if we find out that Malik is out,
that is not our problem. That is not our problem.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your problem. So, are you picking Louisville or not? This is not.
I'm gonna take Louisville. I'm gonna take Louisville with no sauce.
Okay. All right, Louisville with no sauce. All right, Dave. What you gonna do?
Man, I'm rolling with Louisville. I feel like Malik can play. He's a gamer. Give me those Cardinals.
Interesting. Well, NC State has a lot of injuries. Going on. And I'm just not sure about Malik right now. Even though they got a nice little, they rushing the ball. They number 24 in the country and rushing the ball and doing a good thing like that. But got key injuries to not only Malik, but they top two running backs. Give me NC State.
Good pick, dog.
Y'all don't really feel that way, but that's fine.
I don't like NC State backup quarterback, but
hey, I'm not saying I'm not putting no sauce on it, but I'm just saying like no sauce. I'm finna chill on the sauce for a minute. I'm sorry, I got to, especially with this next game coming up right here. We got Texas versus Kansas. 2:30 p.m. FS1.
I know with Texas. I'm enrolled in the college, child.
Okay. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. Did Daniels come back this week?
Not that I heard. I
good.
think Bean's still playing.
I think Daniels is back. I think
He
he's
back?
back.
Yeah,
I think he's
he's
back.
Well, like I said, let's do it this way. This would be a very, very tough game. If it's his first game back, I think, Texas did show something last week against TCU. It was a very good game. I think they had opportunities. Texas just didn't capitalize on them. So, Daniel's coming back. It might make a bit of a difference, but give me Texas close, really, really close, real close.
Interesting. All right, Ben, go ahead. If you
Texas, I keep riding with y'all week to damn week.
Sure
I keep riding with y'all week to damn week. You know what? I'm riding the car with y'all one more damn time. Quinn, you need to show me something this week, brother. And your receivers need to catch the damn ball, man. Because as much flack as we've gave Ewers in this little stretch run since he's been back, his receiver needs some blame too. Because they done dropped a shit ton of balls. You know what I'm saying? Throughout this sequence too. So I'm going to take Texas. I am not very confident in this, but I'm going to take Texas.
It's the look on Dave's face for me.
I mean, man, how did Texas sneak in here again this week? Listen, Bijan Robinson is having a good day. He had a rough go at it last week.
They were focused on him.
Yeah, a little rough. But I think he'll get a little bit more. They'll loosen up for him. If they can run, if Texas can run the ball, if the receivers are catching like they should, and you said quarterback for Kansas, he is coming back. We know that for sure.
I'm pretty sure that he's coming back. I could be wrong, but I think he's pretty sure is coming back. Yes.
But this will be his first action in what? How many weeks? About 4 weeks?
4 or 5 weeks.
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
He's still on. I mean, it's a shoulder. He's still on the injury report.
Okay.
But so you can't never tell when it comes down to the shoulders and everything. So, but they're running back is there.
Okay. I think I'm gonna roll with Texas. I think they got maybe some more pieces offensively that maybe can gel a little bit better than what Kansas has right now, especially if Kansas starter is coming back and he hadn't played in so many weeks. I mean, it's really going to be this is really a tough call, especially and Texas is on the road. But give me Texas in this game. I'm looking for Bijan to have a Bijan type afternoon.
Okay. This is a hard one, man. I expect Bijan to do that too, but with Devin Neal over there at Kansas doing his thing too, that's I really want to pick Kansas. I just don't think they're gonna win. I do think they're gonna cover, but to win, I'm gonna take Texas. I'm definitely just gonna take Texas.
Okay.
But I'm really, really feeling that Kansas hard.
So far, we got 2 sweeps.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, Kansas.
I'm talking about like real congratulations to them, like, because y'all got it then. Let's move it around a little bit. We got the Florida Classic. I mean, fun fact, we was invited to the Florida Classic this year.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
They probably should have took him up on it because I'm not gonna say that out loud. We got FAMU. FAMU is trying to lock up a playoff spot. They need this win. They officially have put in a bid. They was contacted by NCAA. They have officially put in a bid to get the first round of the playoffs. I can never understand that playoff system. Why I gotta pay you money to play at my own? I digress. But congratulations to them for doing that. So it looks like if they win this game right here, they need that to go into the FCS playoffs also. Because since they're not going to be able to win the SWAC. So we got FAMU versus Bethune-Cookman. FAM is 7-2. Bethune is struggling. Y'all know how it goes. This is the big classic, the Florida Classic. Fun fact, heard this last night, and I thought this was very, very interesting, that this classic right here is actually still owned by the 2 schools.
Okay.
One of the few.
Yeah.
One of the few. Like not a lot of them are still owned by the 2 schools, but I thought that was a big thing for them. So money for them. But 12:30 p.m. ESPN 3. Tuck, who you got?
Been riding with these Rattlers for like the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I appreciate them winning the last 3 or 4 weeks. So give me the Rattlers one more time.
Okay. All right, Ben, who you got?
I'm not going against the grain, goddamn it, against FAMU again this week.
We ain't
I'm
never
not
gonna get paid.
I'm not doing it. Damn it was not a bad word.
And then you repeat it.
Damn it was not a bad word.
No, but your MF earlier was.
Hey man, I clapped that one up. Give me FAMU with this matchup. I'm taking FAMU. I'm not going against the grain. FAMU will punch their ticket to the playoffs, and we're gonna ride with that one.
Okay.
First of all, congratulations to Kamari Averett. He was selected to the 2023 NFLPA Collegiate Bowl. If y'all don't know, it's one of the biggest specimens you're going to see in HBCU football that's running down the field, catching on everybody's child. So congratulations, big dog. Also, I'm not going against fam, man.
I'm not.
Musa's been playing good. He's thrown for over 2,500 yards.
Right.
You already know Xavier Smith. Xavier Smith should go over 1,000 this game for the season, which is huge. He got 82 receptions for 948 right now, and I don't know how accurate that is. It could be more than that. So you actually looking at 1,000-yard receiver right now in the SWAC. Right. So that's big time. And so, I mean, I'm looking for fam to dominate. Look for them to dominate, and hopefully they get that playoff bid and go shake some things up.
Another fun fact is that as you giving your shout out, yes, shout out to Kamar, shout out to Isaiah Land for being selected to the Senior Bowl in Mobile. Another shout out to the fact that he is turning the Senior Bowl down, apparently, and taking another. I can't remember which is it. It might be the East-West Shrine game that he's actually taken. I can't remember, but shout out to him for that, man, when it comes to Lane, because Land been through a lot this year. So glad to see him on his feet, handling on. But moving on with that is definitely 100% FAMU. Bethune-Cookman has been struggling. You know, they're dealing with the hurricane and everything, and they really haven't been there. I know it's a classic game, but I'm just looking at like fam is strong, like we thought they were gonna be strong. So, and like I said before, I would love to see the matchup with FAMU and Jackson State not played at the first game of the year, which was going to happen next year. Apparently, from what I hear, it's going to happen next year to where we won't get those two at the beginning of the year. So,
right,
be looking out for that, looking out for them. But give me fam, man, 100%.
Okay.
Now, since this is Tuck other teams, since he like to talk about them so much. Number 4 TCU versus Baylor. Baylor's a 2.5 point. What's that? What's wrong with you?
They just keep dancing.
Oh, Baylor's a 2.5
last week.
11 a.m. for Fox.
I said they're gonna keep dancing. They're gonna keep playing this slow song. They're gonna keep moving. They're gonna keep grinding. All you got to do is win the ball game. It doesn't matter how you win the ball game, especially in the playoff time.
This is like Moments in Love on loop. It's like Moments in Love. The full version is 10 minutes long.
Well, I just took it off. So can we go on with the predictions?
So again, TCU will win this ball game. It's 11 o'clock. They're wearing purple pants, probably purple helmet. So
they are not Tennessee.
They're gonna press this thing out, and they're gonna purify themselves in the lake of Minnetonka. So give me TCU.
Oh my God!
Go ahead, Ben. Since you talked about them so much, go ahead.
I don't want to go with them. Like I've been like, these jokers need to lose, man. It's your fault. I know what's gonna happen. You know what, TCU? Come to the mic. Come to the mic. TCU, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? Yo, glorious season is gonna end in heartbreak. It's gonna end in heartbreak in the Big 12 title game. So you know what? You're gonna make it to the Big 12 title game. You're gonna pull this off this week, and it's gonna end in heartbreak because you've been dancing for weeks. Give me TCU. It's gonna happen in the Big 12 title game, December 3rd. It's happening.
That's like telling somebody. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna take them.
I'm gonna take them this week. I'm gonna take them.
They're just like telling some teenagers, hey, y'all gonna go 9-0, y'all gonna lose, and you've been telling them that from week 1. Let them folks enjoy their time.
I'm gonna let them enjoy it. It's happening.
I'm just saying.
Take you to Oklahoma State. Some teenagers you wouldn't even want shouldn't happen to.
Now, when Florida State is 10-0, I don't want to hear that. I don't want you to get mad at nobody when they tell you they're gonna lose in the ACC championship game.
Man, no, you know how he going. No, you already know how this. You already know how this story going.
Y'all have seen from me in 5 years. I'm calm. You know what I'm talking about? I am calm.
Oh boy, what you got, Dave? I know it's a rough one for you right here.
Yes and no. Yes, because of Baylor.
You don't like this Baylor team?
No, because I don't like this Baylor team. I said it dang on after I first watched them. I'm like, I just don't like this. Is not Baylor football. I don't know what this is. But they lose on Saturday. I think TCU quarterback is going. I think that quarterback play. I mean, I'm gonna take. If I had to pick 2 quarterbacks, I'm gonna pick TCU quarterback. I think Max. Is that Max Duggan?
Yeah, Duggan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna choose them, man. But they are really on paper they're even. They allow the exact same number of points per game, but you got one team that's coming off of a huge, tough win, and you got another team that just got ramshacked. I don't know what the heck that was last week. Baylor did, and I think they were at home too, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Let me stop talking about this game because I get mad. Were they at home? Hold up. Were they at home? They may not be at home.
It's at Baylor.
Okay, last week they had to go to Kansas State, though, didn't they?
Correct.
See, Baylor is tough at home, man. I mean, honestly, they are really, really. I don't know what their home record is this year.
And you schooled us on these 11 o'clock kicks at Baylor at home.
This is 11 o'clock?
It's 11 o'clock kick. It's 11 o'clock kick at Baylor at home.
I'm going to roll with TCU with the South.
Interesting.
I may regret this, but I'm rolling.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this, man. I mean, Baylor is bouncing back from a loss, another loss, and I'm kind of with Dave. The fact they don't have it, not offensively. Defense, they have it. They're doing pretty well. They're going about their way, how they're doing everything. But I just think TCU is just that team right now, just kind of like on a mission. They got a good pass rush, and I think they're gonna make Baylor pass in the end. So I'm going with TCU, and I know it's 2.5. Vegas knows something, but they're always gonna know something because they like Dave said, they really even teams. That's why they really kind of even teams. But I think the playmakers are gonna be more on the TCU side with Dykes and everybody else. With Dykes coaching them, doing a good job with them, man. So give me TCU and no sauce. Just give me TCU. I don't need to take extra losses.
That's why I'm staying away from them until the right time. That's why I'm staying away from them right now.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. I just can't take this all everywhere, all the time. Moving on, let's see who we got here. So let me get it straight. We all got fam, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's sweet. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that ain't never
good. That won't happen.
But Thune ain't gonna pull it off.
Yeah, Blue ain't gonna pull that one off.
I don't think so either. But since we're talking about toss-ups, since Dave ain't got his coin out, we got number 14 Ole Miss versus Arkansas. Arkansas is a 3-point underdog. 6:30 p.m. SEC Network.
All right, so
I ain't giving.
So, like, I'm just gonna preface this by saying, Lane, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, and there's an offensive coordinator on that other side. If you want to bring him along too, just bring him too. But
I'm talking too much absolutes.
but yeah. So for the calls, give me the fighting Lane Kiffins one more time. Till the one more time.
For the calls, Lord have mercy, help us, Jesus. I have nothing to say. Go ahead. Ben.
This game is gonna be cold yet again. KJ Jefferson is supposedly going to be back for this matchup. Lane is still ranked number 14. I do not feel as if they are going to be motivated after what transpired last week. So I'm looking for another letdown. We said it last week with LSU that they was going to go into Arkansas and they was not going to perform up to their standards, and they did not. I fully expect the same exact thing from Ole Miss after this letdown. Give me Arkansas, man.
See, there's a point. There's a point you're missing here. See, Ole Miss is going for something
Wait.
historic.
Yeah.
with two 10-win seasons back to back.
You picked Arkansas, man?
Yeah. KJ Jefferson coming back.
Okay.
I watched this Arkansas team do the same thing with an emotional. Hey, LSU on an emotional high. Ole Miss is on an emotional low. Give me Arkansas. Ole Miss don't care about the game.
I promise you they care about the game.
I promise you they care.
Go ahead, Dave.
This is a really trap game. Honestly.
And the Egg Bowl next week, it is.
Next Thursday.
It's a really, really trap game. Because when I watched Arkansas play last week against LSU, they didn't play bad ball. They played pretty darn good defense. Offensively, they made some plays, but some inconsistency, of course. Now, if KJ plays, I'll be honest. Is KJ a senior?
Mm-mm.
They say they got 1 year left. Yeah.
Technically, it's with the COVID.
The COVID
Okay.
year, but yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, KJ probably plays. Because I was going to say, KJ, if it was it, I would wrap it up. But with that being said, to my pick. Shit. I don't know. I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, what Arkansas team are we going to get? What Ole Miss team are we going to get on the road?
Arkansas. I will tell you this day. Arkansas is fighting for bowl eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it even tougher. I wish they could just
They'll
laying
win.
it down.
They'll win. Arkansas will beat they got Mississippi State. I think they'll beat. No, I forget who they got. They got somebody this week. They'll get bowl eligible.
But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that I think Lane Kiffin will get out of this game, and hopefully, if it comes down to the last play of the game or the last series of the game, their quarterback don't pitch down their lead.
Back to back. Damn.
But yes, give me Ole Miss. No sauce.
And to Tuck's point, Arkansas does have Missouri next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they'll be bowl eligible.
Now that's gonna be a game to watch. I'm gonna tune in to that.
Oh, we'll put it on here next week.
Oh God, I didn't say
There you go.
Not so. Don't go that far. Don't go that far.
No, we got a lot of good games.
Next week gonna be a fool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next week is a real fool. You ain't gonna be here.
My picks would be in.
We're not counting your pick.
We not
Hold
counting
on.
your pick.
If Tuck can write paragraphs for his picks when he was on PTO,
That's only for the top three. The top three get the right in. If you're below the top three, you don't get the right in. So I advise you to get in the top three this week.
we about to be demonetized. You know what?
Hold on.
I stopped myself. Tuck right here. I
talking about-
think
you
that
talk-
what
don't-
I think
don't
the
say that
weather in
word no more.
California is going to be this way. So you know what? Because of that,
You
I'm
know-
going to
you
go.
know why-
Hey,
you
guess
know-
what? The
you know why
picks came
Tuck
in
do it?
before the show. The picks came in before the show.
Oh, mine.
Anytime like I picked on Saturday morning.
Mine will come in while I'm on the plane.
Neither one of what y'all are talking about means anything. You are going to be out the country, so nothing you pick is everything you pick is null and void.
I'm picking games y'all ain't even gonna pick. I'm just gonna splatter the board.
Well, you really are. You really are special. Anyway, let's see what we got. Talking about Ole Miss right here, man. Like I look at Arkansas. Look at Arkansas team, and they was tough. They was tough. Malik Neighbors was doing good.
Yes.
Rocket Sanders is gonna be back doing his thing again. Ole Miss defense is not the greatest, but I gotta feel like my boy Q Junkins, because Zach Evans is hurt. I just feel like Ole Miss with them going to Arkansas. I know they got the talk of what everything that's going on outside, but I really just want to believe in them, man. But I think they can get them. This game is at 6:30 p.m. tonight. It's going to be cold. It's going to be like 18 degrees. And I know both teams can run the ball, but Ole Miss can really run that thing. Ole Miss can really run that thing. Give me those Rebels.
All right.
I ain't taking no sauce. I ain't putting no sauce on this. No, y'all ain't getting me that easy no more.
We split on this one. Okay.
All right, we getting that. I want to get Dylan because I want Day to go first. Number 22, Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma
Why?
is a 6-point favorite. 6:30 p.m. on ABC.
That's
Bellum?
the night game.
This
That's the
early?
prime
I thought-
game.
I thought
This is Bedlam.
They picked that preseason. That is
I think Oklahoma right now is what 5-5 or 5-6 or something like that. I can't remember what their record is. This is not your father's Oklahoma team. I can't remember them having this many losses at this point in time of any season ever.
They are
You
5-5.
ahead.
You are correct.
Okay. So you can go ahead and chalk up another L. Give me Oklahoma State. The Cowboys will be firing pistols all night long. It ain't gonna be close unless Vegas knows something about this net -6. If I wasn't adhering to my self-discipline of taking some sauce, I'm not taking sauce on this one. I would if I was taking sauce, but I'm not taking sauce. So, but Oklahoma State.
I'm taking Oklahoma State. I look, Oklahoma. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? You have been the true definition of up and down all damn season, which reflects in your record as you are 5-5. Venables, this has been a rough ride for your first year. And guess what? Venables? You know what's waiting on you on the other side of that door? Either next year or the year after, you got to come to the SEC too. So you know what, brother? Peace unto you. Give me Oklahoma State in this matchup
I don't like it.
as you sink to below 500.
I don't like it right now. Go ahead, Dave.
Man, Oklahoma is 2-game losing streak. Crazy part is they both allow, and I've been paying attention, they both allow right at the same thing. One allows 29 points a game, the other allows 30. But Oklahoma does have a way to generate some offense. They lost a game, like we talked about, that they had to go out to damn Morgantown. I mean, I don't advise that nobody. I think that was 11 o'clock, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then they lost to Baylor, heartbreaker there. But Oklahoma State has just been just as inconsistent. They beat Iowa State, but then they turned around. They lost to Kansas, who did not have their starting quarterback, and they lost to Kansas State. They didn't just lose to Kansas State. That's a couple of words I could use to describe that game, but I won't use them. So, but with that being said, and with all that we've seen this year, I am going to go against what I believe, and I'm going to choose Oklahoma State to go in on the road and win a close game. I think it's going to be close. And one's a rivalry game. And number two, I think Oklahoma's going to come to play. I mean, they're not trying to lose 3 straight. So that's where I'm at with it. So I'm gonna roll Oklahoma State.
Okay. This game was really weird, and I get the line and everything, and maybe I looked at a lot of stuff. They might know something that I don't know, but I know one thing: Oklahoma State is number 20th in the country in their pass offense. Sooners are like 85th, 87th. You know, in their pass defense. I just like the Cowboys as a better team right now. So give me Oklahoma State. Man, I'm not really feeling this Oklahoma team right now. I know Oklahoma State got exposed, but I'm still feeling more of the Oklahoma State. So let's go with it that way. Our boys from the Golden Boot Pod say OK State big. Yeah. Everybody's on OK State bandwagon.
Dave, which way you leaned?
Oklahoma State.
Okay.
Will said it's Tuck.
Oh man, yeah, man. I'm just getting some news from some people. That's all. I'm just trying to.
And which way you went? Oklahoma State or
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
What kind of news you get, Tuck?
Do it now.
What kind of news you get, bro?
Well, just texting my homeboy, LK. Who just trying to find some.
Alrighty then.
Some of that. You already know some of that.
Trying to find some real estate. That's all. We ain't trying to.
That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right. Alrighty. We got number 7 USC versus number 16 UCLA. UCLA is a 2.5 point underdog. 7 p.m. on Fox.
When I was listening to the show come in, when y'all was talking about the playoff rankings, I was talking about UCLA. We had that crap debate or whatever, and USC gonna look for that next loss, right? It ain't gonna be this week. It ain't gonna be this week because the USC does have another game, but I'm picking USC this week to beat UCLA. I think it'll be around that, close around the spread. But next week is gonna be very interesting for USC. Very, very, very interesting. So,
who they play next week?
They play Notre Dame for the Jewel Shalehi. So that's where I think. That's where I think it trips up at. But I'm just saying right now.
No, I'm 1000% with you on that because you look at the end of the day, I do not think that USC will lose this week, but I do think, like I said, the Pac-12 somehow, some way will not be in this playoff, and their last riding hope is USC. It won't be this week, so I will go ahead and take USC with the sauce because they will beat them by more than 2.5 with the hook. So I will take USC with some sauce.
As I attempt to plug up my microphone, which I thought was plugged up, I must be talking. I got so much stuff going on, I don't know what I'm doing. But with that being said, you all can hear me loud and clear. It's one thing that I want to know: is Caleb Williams playing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that little joker they got on that name? Addison, is he playing?
Mm-hmm.
He should be okay.
It should be fine, right? Yeah. Caleb probably gonna have on long sleeves. He probably spatted up while he gonna be looking good.
And Dave, to your point, Dave, this over is 76. The over and under is 76.
I can see that.
Predicted no defense in this damn game.
I can see that. With that being said, I wish I would have bought me a bottle of Chardonnay tonight because he gonna tote. We already know he gonna tote. Man, this is a heck of a game, man. Be honest, all joking aside, it is a heck of a game. It's playmakers on both sides. It's gonna come down to who wants it more. I think right now USC has more to play for.
Mm-hmm.
They are probably Well, these are the only 2 1-loss teams left.
UCLA messed it up last week, so it's just USC now.
It's just USC. It's just USC now. UCLA got tripped up last week, and I'm leaning kind of like what Tuck said. We'll discuss that next week because I do disagree, but this we're not there yet. So give me the fighting Caleb Williamson, Caleb Addison's.
Fight on.
Hold up. Just for Renaud.
I guess. You know, UCLA, we play at the Rose Bowl, unfortunately.
Hit us with the fun fact.
No fun fact on this one. This is more of a gut feeling. I want to pick USC, but somehow with USC defense, I just see my boy Zach. I see my boy Zach just running wild all over to this defense. At some point, this defense is going to have to show up and do something.
Do something.
Like, I mean, show me something. I mean, show me that you are even caliber of competing in the playoff and then not being 63-14 in the playoff. I think USC defense will be ready, maybe to get run over, but Chip is back. I'm just gonna do a little crazy pick here. I'm gonna go UCLA, just because. No rhyme or reason. It just feels like a game that he will win.
This definitely is a Chip game.
You look up and you know, okay, hey, it might. That's like I said, you got to go with your gut feeling sometimes. Sometimes that's what it is. But last but not least, we got the Soul Bowl rivalry week a little bit in the SWAC. We got 2 big rivals. We got Alcorn State versus Jackson State. That 8 points. The Soul Bowl on 1 p.m. on ESPN Plus. So, Dion talked this week about how much respect he has for Coach McNair and all that good stuff like that. So, you know, it's great that you got respect for him. But
you're gonna handle your business. You're still gonna handle your business.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Rat paws.
I mean, this is.
I mean, 101 day. Like that is rat paws in one.
Matter of fact, fun fact. My AirPods, for some reason, I'm on this MacBook, and for some reason, it's opened up the music app, Apple Music, and it started playing Poison. Anyway, that's why I was finished. I mean, seriously, literally, I'm not lying. So yeah, rat paws.
That's ripped right out of the Nick Saban book. I respect you. You are. That's ripped right out of that.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. So Dion knows this game could go either way. I really think. I think the fighting. I think Alcorn will give them a run for their money. This is one of the games that. You know, they kind of overlook. Yeah, they kind of overlook because it's a rivalry. But give me Jackson State close, but I'm not 100%. I'm not big on it. I'm not. I really think that Alcorn can come up there and dash everything that Prime got going on. So,
Golden Boot said, "Why?"
I'm just saying.
He said, "Why?" I mean.
Because look, we thought the same thing last year, guys. We did. We thought the same thing last year. This is a whole new year. I don't know, man. I don't know. We just gotta see. I think he said he was trying to finish his thought, and it's probably whoever thumbs are the fattest over there. It's probably Pooh. He got his thumb mixed up or whatever.
Now, Golden Boo, you know we are not about to talk about Bama and Austin Peay. Don't
Really?
Don't do that. You know we are not about to talk about that. But in this current matchup that we have on the screen, Jackson to Alcorn State, you know, I think Alcorn is definitely going to come in here and they're going to play hard. You know, I don't think it's a situation where Jackson State blows them out. Have we figured out if Shedeur is going to play or not? because he was knocked out last week and he did not return.
On Monday, Shador said, to quote, 2 is good.
Okay. So if 2 was good, then Jackson State is good, and give me JSU. That was my only concern.
Dave? Oh, I forgot we do have one more. I'm sorry.
I got one name that I've been really watching over the last couple of weeks. Mr. Savion Wilkerson. I gotta give the kid his props. First of all, let me just say this. I mean, I'm sure he has his reasons why he wears his number 36, but I think that's probably one. Well, no, Brian Westbrook wore 36. I'm just gonna take that back. I'm not gonna say that. Good number, great number, Savion. But listen, man, that kid, if you want to see a running back, man, that's hitting the hole,
Just couldn't be for better, son.
Nah, that'd be an Eagle. With power, man. I mean, 5'8", 205. He runs like he's 6'2", 230. I just want to give him a quick shout out. Now, to the game, Shador did take a nasty hit. Son, if you ever see this, get your butt down like your dad tell you. and he ain't telling you nothing no other coach wouldn't tell you. I mean, shut. I mean, I was screaming at Josh Allen last week. Get your big butt down. But anyway, Jackson State, every time I watch them play, they are so explosive. They can always make explosive plays, whether that means in special teams, whether it's through the passing game. Of course, we just talked about Savion and run game. But I will say this. Their margin of victory hasn't been as large down the stretch as it was earlier in the season. Of course, a lot of things play a part in that. But Travis has been touching the ball on the offensive side, which is a good thing too, which is another explosive piece. Alcorn, on the other hand, right now, man, it's just been struggling just kind of to find their way. And with that being said, of course, y'all know I love Coach McNair.
Yes.
I do agree with everything that Dion said, but if Dion get a chance to drop 40 or 50, he's dropping 40 or 50 right there. So I'm going to take Jackson State, man. I hope both teams have a great game, no injury-free game. Shador, get your butt down. And hey, give me Jackson State with the dub and sauce.
Both teams are on a winning streak, just that Alcorn's a little bit less. 2 and Jackson State, of course, 10-0. As we know, I think, like you said, with Howard running the ball for Alcorn State, I think it's going to be more of a rush offense, a rush heavy offense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to pick Jackson State, and I understand that. I'm just saying that it could be a little bit closer than what people think it might be, considering that they have been watching film on each other. They've been doing well. So a lot of people going to be down in this week for this big rivalry. So Shador is the key for Jackson State right now. So, and Wilkerson. Those are 2 key. I just think in the end, those 2 guys are going to dominate. And shout out to our boy Aubrey Miller on defense, man, for getting that Senior Bowl invite. Got the Senior Bowl invite. The dog on the defense for Jackson State, the middle linebacker. I'm gonna start calling him Alvin Mack.
He reminds me of Mac. He might be a little bigger than Mac was.
He reminds me of Alvin Mack. You know, they don't want to get him mic'd up. So yeah, definitely give me Jackson State. But I think I forgot to say we do have one more game tonight. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how in the world I forgot about this one. We got number 10 Utah versus number 12 Oregon. Oregon is a 2-point favorite on ESPN.
Okay. It's another great game. Good job, Renard. You're picking some gems right here. These are very, 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 very tough. But Oregon slipped up on Washington last week. I don't know how. They watched the whole game. The game's in Eugene. I think Dan Lanning, now that he lost last week, is, he got his mind cleared now from all the other stuff, from the Chauncey Tuck whiteboard, so he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So I think his mind is clear of coming back home down south football. Wink, wink. But yeah. Anyway, give me Oregon to beat the Utah Utes. Close, real close game. No sauce, but Bo will have a Heisman type effort, Heisman type numbers on that defense.
I think that although Oregon's playoff hopes are shot at this point, I think that in the first year of Dan Lanning to possibly win the Pac-12, because I do think if Oregon wins this game, they will win the Pac-12. As I've said, we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks. Give me Oregon in this matchup because I want to see Oregon fight for that Pac-12 title. And I think Dan Lanning is going to solidify himself as the guy that Oregon's needs. I don't think he's going to dip. I think Oregon's not going to fall for that banana in the tailpipe 3 coaches in a row. So give me Oregon.
This is going to be, in my opinion, the most physical game that Oregon's played all year.
Oh, with some sauce. I'm sorry.
Utah is not going to quit. They're not going to back down.
At all.
Veteran quarterback that can make plays
Cam is
on the road or at home. And again, I keep reiterating, this is a physical team that Oregon's about to play. Oregon on the other side, a lot of big playability. Bo is throwing it around out there playing 7-on-7. They can run the ball too. They can run the ball. I'm going to go with Oregon. And I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to go with the home field advantage. I don't think that worked last week, but I'm going to go. But they let that game go late last week, though.
And Bo did get hurt that game.
Yeah. But I'm going to roll with Oregon, man. I don't want the sauce. If I lose, just give me one L, not two. But give me Oregon, man, to pull it out.
Oregon last week, Bo got hurt at the wrong time.
He did, man.
He did it. He really got hurt at the wrong time. It kind of like changed the whole tune of that game right at the end. Right when Washington came back, and I think with Bo they could have came back and actually went down and scored, but that's a whole different thing. The fanboy, as I call him, Ty Thompson, because everybody loves Ty Thompson. So, looking at it, man, looking at Oregon defense or whatever, Utah, man, is going to run the ball. Cam Rising is going to do his thing. I think I can see somewhat of not a shootout, but kind of high-scoring game. I think Utah is real physical. Even when they played against Florida, they did that. The beginning of the year, and I mean, a lot of people just forgot about Utah. They sitting right there, number 10. That's what it seems like it's with him every year when it comes down to it. So I just think you got to go. I'm going to go with Utah. I roll with them for a while. I think Oregon's a good team. I really do, but I think Utah can grind it out a little bit more and a little bit more tougher than Oregon. But don't get it twisted. I mean, because Bo can put up 450 on you and about 4 TDs, and you be sitting there looking crazy. But I'm gonna roll with Utah this time. It's time for Cam Rising to have a big game. It really is, because he's really been disappointing all year long. So it's time for him to have a big game this time. So
I'm hoping Bo has a Heisman type game. I was hoping he pulled it off last week because I've been a real good high at the moment, but so we'll see.
So I'm definitely gonna go Utah on that. So, but why y'all still here and looking? We will definitely have these available soon. The DSF shot glasses, man. We appreciate y'all, the ones that have been reaching out, been asking about it. The ones who've been sending money in the Cash App, doing all those kind of good things. So we appreciate it, man. But we'll let y'all know as soon as they come up on the site, which will be soon, because we definitely got orders that we got to get out. So we appreciate y'all support. And if you need to know what the site is, man, y'all should know by now. It's dslpodcast.com. Scroll over to merchandise. That's where you can find everything. So you can look for it there. You see this scrolling across the bottom right there. You know what the Cash App is and everything that goes along with that. So, hey, look, buy, subscribe, give money. We asking for anything. Anything and everything that we want to do. So, fellas, what y'all got left? Y'all got anything left?
Oh yeah, Miami, y'all gonna get y'all ass handed to you by Clemson at home. The streak will continue to be alive, and they ain't losing. Just FYI. Just continue on Mario Cristobal. Call the parents. Let the parents come on down there and take all their kids, because that's what you said. Take the kids that don't want to be there. Oh, they're gonna take them with you, and the streak gonna keep going in Clemson. Oh yeah, just FYI.
No, I have absolutely nothing to say.
Tuck.
I have nothing either. I just let Midland do his thing about.
I'm just watching it just burn. Just first year, just that flame.
First of all, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with Mario Cristobal. He stopped babying these folks.
No,
I don't disagree with him at all. It's like
come out middle school kids, bro.
Yeah. Come get your kids.
Come pick them up.
When you got your man out here shelling out money in this NIL thing, it's just for year to year.
Who ain't shelling out money in NIL?
Okay. All right, come get your
I didn't say that it's gonna work for him. I'm just saying I agree with him. Like
I agree with him too. I mean,
because first of all,
some things you just don't say. Some things,
man, please.
Now,
man, come on, man. Come on now. That was the right thing to say. If you don't want to play for me, bro, you can get your stuff come pick them up tonight, tomorrow.
Because
their meal plan is good until the end of the year.
What am I holding on to this day and age?
Why keep around there? Wait.
Somebody gonna go out. Somebody gonna come in. And
they're gonna probably drop some of them kids off in Florida State.
Oh, Mike ran a lot of them off. He ran a lot of them off. Oh, the first 2 years, he ran a lot of kids off.
Yeah.
He sent them packing.
You know what I'm saying? White Mike did. He just didn't say it like Mario did. I mean, that's the only difference.
The way he handled it could have been a little bit differently. But first of all, the call should have never been released. I mean, it was a parent call. It's like I'm talking to parents. I get what people are trying to say, but that's the same stuff that frustrates Saban, that frustrates all these other coaches. It's like you basically have to used to be the de-recruit a kid. Now you have to re-recruit a kid in the middle of the year. It's like
you got to re-recruit them. Yep.
Not even every year, every other week when I think I should be playing or I ain't playing. Okay, I'm going to jump in the portal.
I mean, we dealt with that. We dealt with that last week with Sam McCall after the game. It was like we don't won 3 straight, and you sitting around talking about you hopping in the portal. Everybody looking at you like, bro, what the hell wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with him. That is college football today.
And then later on, and then maybe a couple hours later, you ripped everything off and was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I was just frustrated. You know, I was upset. It's like, okay.
2 years ago, you used to get mad like kids going to portal. Now it's like, okay, who next?
Yeah. Now, Renald, you right about that. It's like, okay, we'll go. Who next?
That's just there's a lot of people that haven't adjusted to the new age of where we at in college football with NIL, with transfer portal, with the kids having this freedom and all this other kind of stuff. You're giving 18, 19-year-old kids. You know, that's the thing we keep missing is these guys are kids, man. Like a lot of them still need guidance and need help.
Yeah. And that's true, man. And you know, the one what confuses me sometimes are the kids that are actually playing and getting significant playing time. That kind of
and then one deal.
Yeah. But now there are some instances where it is some lying ass coaches out here. And they get the child down there and lie to you.
Right.
But them are the ones we talk about.
Right.
In the words of the famous Pat Smith on Jocks, you know, the creator of the Fine Bomb Show. Pat created the Fine Bomb Show, which was he said that if a coach is talking, he's lying.
Yeah, and this is just, I'm gonna be honest with you, it gets worse, progressively worse the higher you go, from little league. The middle school, the high school, and college, you just don't believe nothing. You just don't even worry about it.
Reggie, it was a figurative speech. It wasn't saying like, "Hey, your mama got to come in your car and pick you up." it was a figure of speech. You know,
Right.
they're not all these kids are not in Miami. They're not talking figuratively.
Reggie just being honest.
He been condescending.
What Reggie said? I don't have my comments on. What Reggie said?
Put it on now.
I mean, technically, they do get a trip to the school and back. They do get a round trip ticket to come get their stuff. That is on the school.
Yeah, I mean these things are. You just have to look at everything like with a whole you gotta look at everything with a level head, and just understand that when it comes to this, it's gonna be problems, and every coach at D1 is dealing with it. But like they said, like the whole coaching search situation and everything, man, it's like, man, you gotta watch the coach. Always forget that. Don't ever forget that Tommy Tuberville said you have to bury me in a pine box while I leave Ole Miss, and it wasn't 3 days later he was standing at the podium with an orange and blue Auburn tie on.
And don't forget about Brian Kelly. He emphatically said he wasn't leaving Cincinnati and left them boys at a bowl game and went to Notre Dame.
Well, we call a lot of people call Nick Saban to go. He set up then and told Miami media 3 days in a row that he wasn't leaving,
and he did.
And everybody dipped. That's what I'm saying. It's a business, man. People don't understand it. Ain't no for real loyalty. It's a business. I'm do the best with me and my family. That's all.
I think, like you said, no. I mean, I think that's our point about even with the players. We may laugh and we joke, but even with the players, if you feel like you want to go, go. I mean, because as we know, them coaches gonna dip whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna dip whenever they want to.
Yeah. But that's it for us, people. We'll be back this weekend. Hopefully, going into it, maybe after dark, maybe some whatever. But if nothing else, going into a holiday week next week. So the prediction show will definitely not be on Thursday next week. Okay. It might be on Tuesday, it might be on Wednesday. We got a lot of games next week. We got the week after that, gonna get ready for the SWAC championship. We got the Iron Bowl next week. We got rivalry weekend in Power 5 football, all that kind of stuff. D2 playoff football, a lot of things warming up. Egg Bowl on Thursday night. So get stuffed and whatever. But we're going to come back at y'all, man. Have a good time. And let's see. I don't know. Let's do it Tuesday or Wednesday night. Who knows? Wednesday night might be a push for a lot of us. So you know how that goes. But y'all might have some eggnog or something going on. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
We'll figure that. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
So, y'all want to get on the show, y'all let us know. Tuck at some point, Tuck will be home enough to set up the equipment so we can go ahead and take phone calls. We don't know when that's going to be.
Man, we could have took up tonight.
How we know?
Get up out of here.
Yeah, but there he go. He a coach. I forgot his first name is Coach too. Anyway. All right, man. We about this thing, man. DSLpodcast.com and nothing else, man. Like and subscribe on YouTube and hit us up if y'all have any questions. All right. We out, man.
We out.